It is the second day after my cardioversion. So I had it done not yesterday, but the day before at about 11 o'clock in the morning. And what ended up happening was that the procedure itself was actually pretty straightforward. I didn't feel anything or anything like that. It gets a little scary when you're having it done, when you go into the room and they start putting all the stickers all over you and everything. But basically, I went to sleep and woke up, and they said the procedure was finished. It was there wasn't really any stress as far as that goes. They got a little bit worried during the recovery because my blood pressure and my heartbeat were very low. My heartbeat was about 40 beats a minute or so, and my blood pressure was in the 80s, so it was a little bit low. But they kind of just got me talking and things like that, and ended up raising up my blood pressure over 100, and then they released me and I came home. There really wasn't any pain as far as the procedure itself goes. The recovery, I still have a sore throat from where they put the scope down your throat. They had to look at my heart from the back to make sure there wasn't any blood clots or anything like that. So that part's a little bit painful because you just have a really bad sore throat for a couple of days. And I also have some light burn marks from on my chest and on my back from where they put the stickers that have the electrodes. That was, it's not really painful. It's just mildly irritating. It's like having a sunburn. But that's really it. Other than that, I came home and I slept for hours, and was kind of sore and things like that. Obviously, that's probably from tensing up all of your muscles whenever they shock you. But other than that, it's not that bad. The interesting part is that pretty much immediately, the first day, I was able to walk up the stairs without gasping for air, and I was able to actually get up quickly. All of the things that were giving me AFib problems before, as far as symptoms go, were immediately gone. So at this stage, right now at least, a day, 2 days later, I am not in AFib. I've been taken out of it by the cardioversion, and I'm not having any of the symptoms that were kind of plaguing me before for the last 4 months. Other interesting things is that my weight is up. My weight is up about 3 pounds or so. And at the stage this morning, I noticed that even though my heart rate is remaining low, it's under 50. It's about 40, 48 or so. Even though that's happening, now my blood pressure is actually elevated a little bit, and I'm up at about 124 over, I believe it's 80 or so, or 85. So it's just slightly elevated. So I have to kind of look into exactly what's happening. There's obviously some changes going on. My heart's beating slower, so I would assume that I'm probably burning less calories. But I'm also trying to drink more to remain more hydrated, because I think that electrolyte kind of deficiency, dehydration, was one of the triggers that had sent me into the AFib. But like I said, at this stage, with 2 days later, it appears that the cardioversion did work and has gotten me out of the AFib situation. And now I'm just going to try and figure out how to maintain not being in AFib, and that'll be the goal. So we'll see how this goes, but right now we're looking pretty good.